Hi, I'm Chelsea Lepley. I'm running to represent Des Moines North and East Sides. That's Ward 2 on City Council. And I've talked to a lot of people over the last several months about my vision for a future of Des Moines that works for everybody. One question I get a lot is about my experience. I wanted to take a minute to just share all that with you. I've been going to the city council meetings for about the past decade, which is when I took over as the chair of my neighborhood association. So that was a really good way for me to meet a lot of the city staff, elected officials, and also county and MPO staff, people who do stuff that helps improve our neighborhoods. Because of that work, Supervisor Hawkinsmith asked me to fill his seat on the county's Affordable Housing Board, which I did for 6 years, and I chaired the policy committee. Mayor County appointed me to the Parks and Recreation Board, which I was interested in serving on to help make sure that the East Side got our fair share of trail access and parks facilities. I helped facilitate the One Economy housing work group, which was about racial disparities in housing access in Des Moines. I worked with the Civil and Human Rights Department on their Bridging the Gap initiative, where I facilitated the workshop on safe, stable housing to promote safe, stable communities. I helped Des Moines neighborhood associations do a strategic planning session so that their outreach efforts could be more equitable. I worked with leaders from Martin Luther King Jr. Park neighborhood and Capitol East neighborhood as part of Viva East Bank, where we worked together on a community development initiative that has basically served as the model for Invest DSM. I've advocated for my neighbors in so many city meetings about budgets, zoning code updates, rental code updates, and all kinds of other things that are going to affect our day-to-day lives. I've also worked with residents and businesses in my neighborhood to help navigate some cumbersome city processes. So I've got a lot of experience doing things from the resident, business owner, and local government perspective. I also really try to share what I've learned, and I've conducted trainings for elected officials, candidates, and other local leaders through groups like the Vision 2020 Project, New Leaders Council, and others. And perhaps most importantly, I'm running and I've convinced about half a dozen other folks I know to run for local office because it's so easy to say what you think someone else should be doing. And it's time that a new generation of leaders stepped up to do what we think needs to happen. You can vote on November 7th if you haven't already. You might have a new precinct polling place since last time you voted, so look it up before you go at the Secretary of State or County Auditor's website. I am ready to be part of the new generation of leaders that moves Des Moines forward, and I hope you'll join me. Vote on Tuesday, November 7th.